Hey, it is Klaireeberry here with the Leo Horoscope for January 1st through the 9th, 2022. Hope you guys are doing well. This, of course, can go for Leo anywhere in your chart, especially your personal planets and big three, those of your people as well. Cross-watchers welcome. Also, cusps are welcome as well. You are good enough. Okay, so on the 1st, we have Sun trine Uranus, and there could be some this is like a good day for getting things done, working on your habits, taking action. And let's see here, there's just a productive vibe. There's action. This whole week has a lot of action in it. We keep pulling wands, specifically here for you. This is really it's like, there's this getting closer to, it's like this new year is almost like, what do we do here? What do we want to do? And we're focused on, I think a lot of it has to do with our actions at home, our leaders of the household type of energy, because, this is all about your 6th house. And, so it's your service, your action, the habits, the shopping, the cooking, the money, but also the emotional side and the leader of the relationship. It's kind of that nurturing, caring energy, putting the love into, the job of, parenthood, motherhood, householdhood, whatever, housekeeping types of stuff like that. So it's like you do have things that need to happen and you're acting on them. So you're going to start automatically having, some good feelings, good rewards from that. So on the 1st, we also have Mercury going into Aquarius. So for the next few weeks, we're going to have these forward focused thoughts. You might, in a way, be like stuck or almost limited in your thinking here. And it's kind of in regards to your partnership. I really would encourage you to listen to the other person's point of view in your partnership and really explore it more. Really put yourself in their shoes more than you have been. Really, again, I think also by doing some shadow work, you can start to have there'll actually be better mental energy surrounding your partnerships and those people who are closest to you in your life. Your thoughts are going to be a little bit more progressive, a little bit more changing, especially, again, by any learning that you're doing in this regard. So learning about relationships is kind of like a good thing to do. Learning about whether it's your kids or your work or your spouse, those who you're actively, like working on things, working on different projects, partnering up with, those people, again, keep an open mind about them and learn as much as you can, I think, to kind of get them and get their side a little bit more, not just, again, for now, for this week, but for the next few weeks. It's going to be, kind of on your focus somehow there. Again, forward focused thinking about your partnerships, whatever you can learn and communicate, new, fresh, good stuff. Okay. So, on the 2nd, we have new moon in Capricorn. And so, yes, again, this adds to our, New Year's resolution type of energy vibe for this week. Man, I keep telling people it's okay to, set your new intentions to start on the 2nd if you want, because that is our new moon. And sometimes we might still be refining things. You might still be, figuring things out here in regards to what we actually want to make our goals, especially for the next month. So that's the goal here. Hone those intentions, focus on something that makes you feel good, that you want to pursue, that you really, this is so largely about caring and serving. And it's a labor of love. And you want to do the very best, job that you can do. So you're wanting to change certain things. Could be about the mood, the attitude towards the the chores, the habits, the things like that, changing, changing up the chore chart, changing up whatever, is, I think, kind of on the part of what needs to be, working on these new intentions, new goals on the 2nd here. Okay. But also you want to go deeper than that, and you want to kind of get into really just some inner healing here. It's not really, I'm not totally seeing it in the astrology, but really just taking some time, to make those resets too. And, the more, if we can change our thoughts, beliefs, and expectations about, again, kind of the home and the work and the habits, and having, the serving, the pure duty, changing our energy around that is going to, again, start within us. And I think we can do that, make some good gains there, and sort of bring in more happiness for this year. Okay. You are good enough. Okay. You've got this. You've got this. So, and again, looking back to see what isn't working, to help us just know, what changes to make. Maybe not just rushing out and making all these changes without sitting down and kind of, again, marinating with them and thinking with them for a little bit longer before we solidify it. This is kind of what it's coming across as, okay, with these new intentions. So, yeah, because with the moon waning and then going into the new moon and then obviously waxing after that, this is, a time to finalize those goals, work on those last minute changes, and then start to work on the new goal as it is. So on the 5th, we have Venus sextile Neptune, and there's a lot of, again, like creative energy still in regards to, the children, the household, the home, and again, how you're thinking about them. You really want to watch the projections and watch the unrealistic expectations of something about habits and work and chores. Okay. There's a little bit of figuring out how to be the best leader in regards to chores, habits, household items. How can we be, maybe a little less controlling? And I think there's, allowing the atmosphere, of creativity sometimes can get a little messy. That's kind of how it's coming through. So, cleaning up, it can be, it's like, make it fun, just try not to have this negative attitude. And this negative attitude, I think in regards to some of these chores and service and stuff, is there's a reason for it. And again, we can just bring a lot more peace in if we really truly allow ourselves to kind of look at our own selves. Okay. Look at our own selves. Look at those, again, thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. It's all about the thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. If it's almost like there might be a little bit of, again, with the inability to see somebody else's side, we're not getting a clear picture of maybe how to motivate them, or reasons why for doing it. It's like somebody needs reasons why for doing something, I feel like. Again, just figuring out different leadership styles is going to motivate your group. And when it comes to, again, these is taking care of things, the habits, the daily, here to there's, and the things that, you want to kind of efficiency up and make better for the new year. Okay, so that's where that is. And then on the 8th, we have Sun conjunct Venus. And again, we might be taking a different road here. Again, very passionate about the service, about doing things. It's like, it's almost like really be careful that you're not doing things and giving things as a sort of, I don't know, it's just, there's a point where it becomes too much, and it's a little bit maybe overbearing, it's a little bit, there's emotionality again that doesn't need to be brought into this situation regarding, the habits, the daily, this, again, the chores, the cooking, the cleaning, things of this nature, the daily work. And it doesn't, it could just be like work from home energy too. It doesn't have to be about the chores necessarily, but there's some issues, possibly some blockages, but again, it can all really be helped by the shadow work. The shadow work will help you see everything going on better. It'll help you. And again, when we just notice the ego, bam, it actually doesn't eliminate it, but it depowers it. It takes the power away. So again, watch out, a little bit of ego when it comes to the relationships here. And a little bit of, I think, of a false idea, like wanting to make things perfect without taking everybody else into consideration. So just make sure that you're being humble this week and really, again, looking at your reasons for doing things, and are they sound? Are they the best idea? And maybe should we take some other people's opinions and habits and likes and dislikes and everything into consideration, a little bit more, and kind of open the eyes to, maybe perhaps just being a bit more, just seeing things in a different way, really. I think it can manifest in so many different ways, but it's almost like, in the bottom line, that we've been overcompensating and wanting to make things perfect, wanting to overdo. It's just like almost to be like anal about some habits in caring and wellness, and like overdoing things for other people. For some reason, that is again kind of an overcompensation type of a thing. And you're good enough. You don't have to overcompensate so much. You don't have to try to pretend like everything's perfect, because you are perfectly imperfect, and you can allow yourself to be perfectly imperfect. So it's okay to kind of relax, and again, allow yourself to see other people's side, think of other people's side, allow people to be who they are. It's kind of the lesson coming through, and not just your video, this reading, but also other ones as well. So much love, many blessings. Thanks for likes, shares, subscribes, comments, etc. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.